Digital technology has transformed our world. Information can be exchanged instantly with mobile phones, the gadget of choice. When it comes to managing communications around our finances, from utility bills, insurance policies, statements and invoices, customers expect to gain online access to their accounts, be able to download documents and make payments at their convenience. But customers are not all the same, and neither is the information they receive. Many businesses don't have the time, facilities, or technical know-how to ensure that information reaches their customers securely in the right form and at the right time. Opus Trust Communications is a multi-channel communications company that fills that gap. We spoke to them to find out why their services provide a lifeline to British business.
Digital transformation is here to stay. If you're behind the curve, it's not too late. You're not the only people that are in that situation. There are ways and means to catch up. You could invest yourself, you could set aside a very large budget, you could set aside a lot of time to be doing those things, and eventually you will catch up, but it's constantly moving.
Digital transformation is absolutely key. It's having a huge effect on the way that consumers want to receive communications. I guess the easiest way to simplify that is that 10 years ago you received your communication through your letterbox, and now consumers want a choice, whether it comes through the letterbox or into their inbox. It's the easiest way to sum it up. Our client base communicates with its customers, and what we help them do is to deliver choice to their customers. Customers increasingly are wanting to choose the way that they receive communications from their suppliers. That's what we help achieve.
Opus Trust Communications is, dare I say, a great British business. One of the strengths that we have is that we are not part of a global conglomerate. We are privately owned and we are based in Britain.
We understand what it is that needs to be delivered. We know how to deliver that. We have the tools at our disposal to deliver what our clients need. We can provide solutions for practically any problem that they come across.
As an organisation, we like to understand a lot about what the market is doing. So we commissioned a piece of research recently titled the Hidden Opportunity Report, where we had 2,000 consumers asked how do they like to receive information from their varying service providers. Everyone has a mobile phone these days, and through the mobile phone you have your apps, you have your email, your SMS, you can access the internet. So from the palm of your hand you want everything in your life to be accessible. A number of people responded that they prefer now to receive communications from various service providers electronically. What was interesting was that regardless of age, digital technology still played a very important part across the board. So the idea that it's the preferred choice for millennials, it's true, but it doesn't rule out grandma as well. What we did discover is that an important factor when people are deciding how they want to receive information is about the content that information has. So if it's something quite disposable, you might be able to consume that electronically. You look at the email, you flick through and it's gone, it's fine by you. But for some, if it's a really critical document, something the individual sees as having very high value in their lives, something, for example, like a share certificate or a pension statement, having that in a physical form is definitely preferred.
Alexa, tell me about my bill.
Your March statement balance is $100. Payment is due by April 5th. You can pay your bill by saying, "Pay bill."
Pay my bill.
Data security is absolutely key, and changes to regulation over the last 18 months to 2 years has played a major part in that. We've been used to receiving and storing sensitive data for many years. We have all of the necessary certifications that are required that demonstrate that we've got a long history of being able to be trusted with that kind of information.
When we look at security of the information that we're storing, the data that we're securing, we look at four main factors. We're looking at the physical aspects of it. We're looking at the systems that we put in place to make sure that everything is secure. But we also look at the policies and procedures that we put in place, because those are the things that are governing the way that people are interacting with that data here on our premises. But then also really important is the people element. We make sure that the staff are also trained, because you might buy the best system that's available to you, but if you don't implement it properly and you don't regularly test that, then you're opening yourself up to vulnerabilities. And the same really goes for your processes and procedures. You can have the best processes in the world, but if they're not being managed, they're not being followed, then you're really opening yourselves up to risk and the possibility of data leakage or something along those lines. But it's not just about securing your perimeter. You have to make sure that if something has got in, say it be through somebody accidentally installing something in the IT team, we have to make sure that we are monitoring the activity of the network. We're making sure that we can see if there's something that's unusual happening behind the scenes there, and we've invested in lots of tools for doing that.
Within the communications that we manage for our customers, we hold an enormous amount of sensitive data. It has to be sensitive. It's all the stuff that we're all familiar with. It's our names, addresses, bank account details, account information. And of course, for that information to fall into the wrong hands would be catastrophic. So one of the reasons our clients like to work with us is that our systems are robust. We are certified to ISO 27001 for data security. So we feel our clients are in safe hands when they deal with us.
In 10 years' time, can I imagine that my 11-year-old son, when he's 21, will be receiving his utility bills, for example, through the letterbox? I think he'd actually consider that to be quite quaint. The reality is we are living in a digital world, an increasingly digital world. So the requirement within our industry is to ensure that we're in a position to deal with digital transformation. That's absolutely key. Change is inevitable and change is unstoppable. We're embracing that change. We're taking that change right the way across our organisation, going out and talking to our clients about what they need for the future, because understanding what they need for the future is critical to where our business is going and critical to us being a sustainable business in 5 and 10 years' time.